Hello there cheeky potatoes and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, then my name is Raeesah and I'm going to do today like a fitness, like if you're a beginner, just basically talking about how you can make your own program and what you can focus on when you start the gym. So yeah, so hopefully you enjoy that, and if you did, then please like the video and give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can see more videos like this and maybe some recipes to come and just like how to be healthy and, you know, good stuff, and how to do it on a budget as well. So everyone loves a bargain, don't they? So let's get into the video. So I'm not a personal trainer, but I am just doing this for advice and things that I've taken from my own experiences in the gym, and I have had like a trainer before, so a lot of the things have been explained to me and I've done my own research on top of what I'm trying to explain. But yeah, if you're not sure of anything, then do research it, or if you're concerned about any medical conditions, then get checked out by the doctor before you start. So to start off with, like a lot of people think that you lose fat by just doing cardio, or you might see a lot of girls going on the treadmill for like an hour. I have also seen a lot of boys that just go to the weights area just because they think they're supposed to, and they don't know what they're doing as well. So it's not just that girls are in the cardio area, but a lot of boys just go to the weights area. So before I got my first gym program ever, the only thing that I knew how to do, or that I thought that I should do, is just go on the treadmill. I went so this was like only for a week because I had my program given to me within a week. So I went on the treadmill for like 20 minutes, cross trainer for 20 minutes, and like just like all the cardio machines basically, and I would spend like an hour in the gym. You would want to focus on strength, or like building your muscles basically. If you want to lose fat, then build muscles. If you want to get bigger, if you're really skinny and you want to get a bit of size to you, you need to build muscles. And if you just want to get fitter or stronger, again, you need to build muscles. So for everything really, you need muscles. So like, rather than your whole workout being focused on cardio, if you are going to do cardio, that would more be something that you do towards the end of your workout, or even I actually do mine on separate days now, so I don't even do it on the same day. But when you get used to it, you might like when you're more advanced, you might do workouts that are more like circuits, which are more like cardio anyway, but it really depends what you get into. But for the moment, I'm just going to talk about the basics anyway. So before you even start, you'll probably want to warm up and actually stretch and foam roll. This is a foam roller, and what you do with it, so there'll be always normally one of these in the gym. And you might not realise, but everyone would have quite tight muscles, especially from sitting down all day. Just if you've never foam rolled in your life, the first time you do it, it's going to be so painful. But what happens is, when you stretch your muscles and you roll out, it's basically like having a massage, but you're doing it yourself with the foam roller. And it's very painful, but you're unlocking like the tight muscles, and when they've become unlocked, you're then going to be able to use those muscles more effectively and strengthen them, which means the more muscles that have like become unlocked, and you can build more muscle, lose more fat basically, or get stronger. So it's very beneficial. And also, like, if you've not foam rolled or rolled out, you're going to feel less flexible. You're not going to get into your moves properly during your workout, so you always want to have a really good range of movement. So I might have to leave like a link down below, because that would be a whole other video on foam rolling and stretching and, it gets quite long. But basically for stretches I would recommend like a few quad stretches, hamstrings, like whatever you're going to work out on that day, or even do them at home. You don't have to do them at the gym, and that way you're ready for your workout. So I would recommend also stretching every day if you can, but like again, if you're only just starting, like maybe just stretch a few areas and you'll get to know where your problem areas are anyway. If you're a boy or a girl, everyone needs to build their muscle. You normally would start on the most like tiring movements, so legs. So I would definitely recommend, and the reason I would recommend machines is because if you're new to the gym and you've never been and you don't know what you're doing, like you're going to get used to like what that muscle area feels like to get sore. So like for your quads on the leg press, and I think every gym has a different type of leg press, but mine is the one where it's like got like this platform and you push and the seat goes up, but some of them it's where the platform moves. So yeah, but they all do basically the same thing. And positioning your feet in different positions can target different areas of your legs. But what you would want to do with that is always make sure your knees are in line with your feet, because you don't want your knees to like lock out. But otherwise, yeah, make sure you read the instructions on the machine and you place your like feet where they should be. But when you're in the bottom position, you want to feel like it's quite tight, like you might feel like you're a bit being suffocated, but once you push, like you don't want your seat to be so far back from the machine, if you know what I mean, because there's different settings. But yeah, definitely the leg press, because your quads are like a major muscle area, and also I think it can also target the glutes depending on how you like where you position your feet. But I will be leaving links down below of like the best videos that I can find to match what I'm trying to describe. And then also like you would want to do the hamstring area, which is like the muscles at the back of your legs, and these are really, really important. They help stabilize, I think, the knee and like lower leg movements, but also people forget about them because you can't really see them and they're at the back. So for that you would go on the leg curl machine, but you would definitely do this after the leg press. You need the flexibility in them to get into a lot of movements, such as when you do deadlifts later on. Your hamstrings help during squats, and they also help stabilize your hips as well. So like if you are looking to build muscle, you're going to want every area of your body to be quite strong, because if one area is very strong and another's very weak, it's not going to help you get into the best position that you could be in. So it's like someone can be really strong, but they might not be able to do pull-ups because they haven't developed the back muscles, and that's the reason why you would also want to build back muscles. And you could do that like on the lat pull down, which is a machine, and normally I'd do a wide grip for that, and you would pull the bar down normally with a straight back and pull the bar down, and it's like it squeezes your lats, your latissimus dorsi, and also like you're going to want to do back, chest, shoulders if you're a girl or a boy. And I would say just start those on the machines. Like you can get other simple movements, but I would say definitely for the first 4 to 6 weeks you need to build that strength in your like chest and shoulders. Your shoulders are used in a lot of movement, and they actually have I think it's made of 3 muscles, and yeah, you really would it's great to build shoulder muscles. And chest, even if you're a woman, it's probably going to be better. It gives you more shape, and also you still need that strength because it's for the pushing movement, which you would need for other exercises, so you want to have that strength there. But with the chest and shoulders again, and the lat pull down, read the instructions on the machine, because every machine is different. Sometimes when you get into it, you need to make sure it's adjusted to the correct like seat number or whatever it is, and then you can move on to the core. So core is really, really important, and or you can isolate it, but it's actually used in nearly all of your exercises, it would be, because the core is counted as like your stomach area and like your actual back. So if you have a lot of back pain, it's probably because you have really, really weak core muscles, so you really need to work that out. And it basically, the job of the core is to stabilize the body, and so it's also, if you have a weak core, you would have a weak, probably a poor posture as well. The same with if you have very like weak shoulders, can also lead to a poor posture or a weak back as well. But with your core, any movements that you want to do, you want to make sure that your bum is squeezed tight, and that then you'll be able to feel it in your core, because a lot of the movements you might be relying on other body parts to keep you up, like your arms or your legs. And the best core exercises, I think, aren't on the machines. It's like ones that you normally might do lying down on the floor or something like that. So like Russian twists are really good for your sides, but actually they're for your all over your core, but for obliques. And then you have things like the plank, which is really, really good for all over your core, and you can do lots of variations on that as well. And then yeah, they're really easy ones, but with core, it's a really good way you can actually time your exercises rather than counting the reps, making sure you do it within a certain time. And as you get better, you'll probably be able to fit more reps into that time, or add weight onto some of your exercises. And then the final thing that I wanted to add, that if you do, if your gym has something called a TRX, it's like ropes that hang from like either a piece of equipment or from the ceiling somewhere, and basically you can do lots of different exercises on this. That is really good for you. If you're a beginner, you can use your body weight on it, and you can adjust the hardness of it quite easy by leaning backwards, or like more by having your feet more forwards. But yeah, you can also build up upper body strength with this quite well. You can also do core exercises on this, but I definitely recommend doing like some TRX rows for your back. But if not on there, then maybe like the TRX, then just the cable row machine. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about was cardio, that you would still want to do it for your cardiovascular health, but you want to make sure that if you have fat loss goal, and I do my interval training twice a week, but on top of that, if you wanted to do more cardio, then you could do aerobic cardio on the days you're not doing interval training, because interval training, my trainer explained it to me, that your body does need time to recover, so you do need about, like, I only do it twice a week, and then I make sure that it's spread out by at least 2 days in between that, so I don't do it one day after another. And interval training is a bit, it's like you're doing less work to get a better result. So instead of going on the, say, like bike or treadmill for like an hour, you're going on it for only, like, I do 20 minutes, which is actually feels like quite a long time, but you can do like 30 seconds, or say start with like doing, if it's on the bike, then start with like 6 seconds or 10 seconds of really hard pedaling, like really, really fast, and then like the rest of that minute can be like still challenging, but at a bit of a slower pace. I actually recommend that if you're a beginner, then maybe do like 15 minutes if you don't have time after your full body workout. I also wanted to add that this would be a full body workout for beginners, because even bodybuilders might find a full body workout more efficient, because you're hitting those body parts more than just once a week. So it's a lot simpler, and then I still do full body and it works really well for me, but you don't need to worry about splitting it up until you get a bit more like advanced and build a bit more strength. But whatever you do in the first year of training, you will build muscle and lose fat anyway, because your body isn't used to it. And yeah, so the best way to like help that, especially during your first is to eat right and eat a lot more protein, but I wanted to explain that in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, I will leave also like links down below and extra information down below, but drop a comment if you have any questions, and if you enjoyed the video, then leave it a like, and please subscribe. And I hope that was actually helpful for you, because I would have rather filmed me doing the exercises, but obviously I don't have anything, a camera or anything to take to the gym with me right now, but I would like to film it. But I've tried to explain like the really basic parts, and also like for sets and reps I would recommend all of them about 2 to 3 sets depending on how much time you have. So that means 2 to 3 like rounds of each exercise, and then completing these like 12 to 15 times, or even like choose anywhere between like 10 and 15, but stick at that. So if you do choose like 12, then stick at that for all of them, and stick at it for the 4 to 6 weeks. And make sure you're just increasing your weight when things are getting a bit challenging, or not challenging enough. Then increase the weight a bit each time, even if it's just by 1.25 kilos. And it's something called progressive overload, so it's making sure your muscles are always being challenged so they can grow more and you can get stronger as well, and as your nervous system also gets used to it. But for a beginner workout, that's what I would recommend. If I have left anything out, then please do ask questions, or leave it, or I'll leave it in the description box below. But if you enjoyed the video, then please leave it a like, and I hope you liked my top as well, this colour. And also please subscribe. And then if you do subscribe, then I'll see you next time, cheeky potatoes. I hope you enjoyed the video as well.